Hey guys, so this is the video for loops. Loops are when I get something to do something more than once in different ways, and sometimes there's conditions involved in that. So again, just follow the written directions at first to kind of see what happens. That's how you learn the best way to learn coding. So we're going to go to level 1 of the lesson. So open the loops drawer, which is green. Find the repeat 10 times block. So it looks like this. Repeat 10 times, change it to 3. Now I need my print block and my number block, our two favorite blocks. Okay, print. And a number block. And it says change it to 3. So what's that going to do? It's going to print the number 3 3 times, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Now, in the loop drawer, find the repeat blank time. So two similar loops, but just slightly different. Okay. I'm going to put my number block and put 4. And I'm going to do this. Now watch. I'm going to click the print and duplicate it and just change that to 4. See, instead of having to go look for those, little trick we learned, right, already, run the code. So what's this going to do? It's going to print the number 3 3 times and then the number 4, not 40 times, but 4 times. Okay, that'd have been a lot of 4s. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so I got 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then I have 4 times. That's it. That's all I had to do. Number 2, open the loops drawer, find the count with I from blank to blank to blank. Okay, so count with I. I is a variable, right? So I'm going to define it at some point and give it a value. So count from with I from blank to blank by blank. Put a number. So I'm going to get 1 and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it in here. I should have one more, right? Yep. Now it says count from 0 to 10 by ones. So what's that going to do? That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? What do I want it to do? So slide a print block from the text drawer, okay? Right-click the loop and create get I, okay? So that means so count this and print that. So that means I is going to change from a 0 to a 1 to a 2, and it's going to print it every time. Okay, that's the best way to make a loop because I changes every time I run. Okay, so watch. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So loops 3. Now, there's sometimes this glitches. If you open loops 3 and there's nothing there, just refresh come up here and refresh it and it pops up because we had that happen in one of the classes. So loops 3, that's the problem if it happens. It happened to me once when I was doing it, but it hasn't happened to me again. Okay, so because this says set name list, which is just make a list. Okay, so this is variable is called name list. And then I'm going to create a list. Okay. And then every time I want to call it, I'll call it name list, just so I know which list I'm talking about. I could give every list a different name, okay? So open the loops drawer, find the for each item in list, put it in the bottom. So I made the list. Now I'm going to do something with the list, right? In the variables drawer, so variables, find name list. Slide it into the list. Okay, because that's the name of the list I want, right? Find my print. I think the print should be at the top since we use it so much. Now, what am I going to print? Right-click the loop again and click Get I. Now that's important that we do that. The reason that's not a separate block is because if I made another list, it would be J or K, or it would have a different letter so that the computer would know which one I was talking about. That's why I have to click Get I, because if it was J, I would need to get J to get the little block, okay? So let's close this. So what should print? So for the list called name list, it should be the names Malik, Betty, and Hamster. And this should print them in order. Malik, Betty, and Hamster, printed them in order. Now, why would we do these things? So the code running this website is written in a particular way, okay? So everything that you see visually on the internet is written in code. Every robot runs on code. There's code that runs the sliding doors on my minivan, okay? If you click this button, this happens, etc. So there's lots of applications for this. So don't think that this is silly. It just seems silly to you, but the computer doesn't know these things. We have to get it to do things, and these are some of the ways we get it to do stuff. So review the blocks in the workspace, complete the loop so that 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is printed. Well, I think I want my number blocks. So let me get one and duplicate it. Let's put those in first. So quiz level 1. So if I want to count from 0 to 10, okay, so that would be 0 to 10. But am I counting by ones or fours? No, I'm counting by twos, right? So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I think that would be 0 by twos. Okay, so let's see if I'm right. I'm right. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's exactly what it wanted me to do. Review the blocks, change the loop so that it prints 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, I don't know if it'll count negative. I think computers are pretty literal. So I think I need to change this to a 10 and this to a 0 since I'm counting from 10 to 0. And then it's not by twos anymore. It's by ones. Okay. Now, I know some people try to just say -1. It didn't work that way because I can't count from 0 to 10 negatively. I got to count from 10 to 0. So, done. Review the blocks in the workspace. Let's move them up here. Add an enhanced for loop block to your code so the list is printed. So what happened? How did we do that before? So let's go for loop. So this looks like the list, right? Remember how we did the list last time? List. So we're just doing what we did before, but without it helping us. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. What did I need? I needed name list. So this really is just having me do it, I'm pretty sure, just without telling us what to do. So we're just trying to do it on our own. Okay, so cat, goose, rabbit. So again, I did exactly what it had me do step by step. I just did it myself this time. So the enhanced loop was the one I needed to make a list. I needed to print it. And what am I printing? I'm printing the list. Okay. Okay, so 7 is the first solution I have to fix. So review the code in the workspace. Okay, so set variable I to 10, repeat it 10 times, print I, so that would be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then set I to I minus 1. Okay. Search through the loop store, find a block that will cause the terminal to print a 10-second countdown. So this is already 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, because every time it prints, it's going to subtract 1. Okay. Add the block to the bottom of the I so that it makes it wait on each pass. So that means I need to find something that says wait. We used a wait on the movement lesson. So I want to wait 1 second. So I need to put that in the loop, I think. Let's see. I think I need to put that in the loop. So this will count down -1, wait a second, -1, wait a second, -1, wait a second. Look, it's counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, done. Yay. So now let's look at the last level because I'm not going to do it for you. Okay, so use the turning blocks and movement blocks in the movement drawer to move the hamster around the table. So just to review, remember we had move, and then this is turn, okay? Using a loop, make it repeat movements, turning instructions until it completes a full circuit of the table. So what is that saying to do? Move once and then repeat it 4 times, okay? So I'm excited to see if you figure that out. This is the end of the loops lesson.